I lost £10,000 from a university that drove me to the brink of insanity in the hopes of becoming the world's greatest detective. I knew full well that sometimes college isn't for everyone, and I gave university a shot. I saved up 1.5 grand from my job as a waiter and set off to become Brad Pitt from the movie 7. So I thought. What's in the box? What went from a little Wazowski full of hope turned into a depressing nightmare, and I'm pointing 3 fingers at you staffs, meat included. What? Let's start from the beginning, shall we? The roommates. I still don't know the gender of this individual. Look, cancel me, but I knew this person for an academic year, and shots got fired at me because I thought she was a man. I'll identify her as a woman. We'll call this roommate Hannah. Due to leaving toenail clippers? Sorry, I should have cut that out. Toenail clippings. Oh! Ew! Dude! What the fuck? She used to walk around with bare feet, leaving the dogs on for show for the entire flat to see. And this is just roommate numero uno. Now, I understand where the other ones out was coming from.
I hated my roommates.
Now, hate is a strong word. I maybe just mildly disliked them. They know I make YouTube videos. So my room was connected to another girl's room, and throughout the day, she was a great person, and to be fair, we actually got along. At night, oh my days. Quick context, uni made me go through a self-improvement journey. Bed at 11, up at 6. My alarm was always set for 6, so no matter what time I went to bed, I had to be up at 6. So the fact that she kept me up all night is really not a good thing because I needed my beauty sleep, but every night she let the devil in and played music so loud I could feel the vibrations in my bed. And in a flat with 5 rooms, you had 6 residents because her boyfriend would never leave. And when I asked her to turn the music down, to go to slumber, head down to my slumber, and you just stop the racket breaching into my room, the noise didn't stop because I guess a couple needed suppressors strapped to their mouth. They never used the inside voices. Look, I promise I'm not an old man, alright? Being like, you kids need to keep it down. That was a terrible old man voice. But the best part was, the next night, this cycle would start all over again, and I would lay there contemplating my life. I made sure I was always fully stocked on pot noodles, frozen food, and canned food. It was what I lived on for a year because I legit couldn't cook for shit. But you know who could? Hammers. I forgot what I called it now. She crafted this crazy thing, but it's like the only thing Hammer made, and it smelled unbelievably bad. I'd rather been living with Rigby from the skunk episode in regular show. It was some like Mexican dish filled to a brum with onions, and the stench would burn my nostrils. And I would never clean up after nails because that's not my job. I'd only clean up after myself, which may be a bit selfish, but everyone should look after themselves. But Amber would keep the kitchen gross and horrible, and once even left her oven on for the entire night. So yeah, I'm happy I don't have to live with Hammer anymore. The other 2 roommates, nothing noteworthy to talk about, and maybe if I had a boy in the flat instead of 4 girls, I would have had a better experience. But overall, my roommate experience sucked, and apparently I was the only one that took out the bin. But to be fair, one of the girls cleaned a lot. I'll call her Joanne. She would normally deal with Hammer's mess. I miss how you kept the place clean, Joanne. Thank you. And the other girl had sneakers, apparently because she would always be behind me and jump scare the crap out of me. She was like a silent walker in the night of The Walking Dead. That was terrible. Fuck was that? And I probably wasn't the best roommate considering I flooded the flat once. In my defense, my shower was so far away from the water tank that it took me 10 minutes to actually get hot water once I turned the shower on. It was the same with the tap as well. I had to wait so long to get hot water, and I guess this one time the drain was hungry because it tried to eat my shower curtain whilst I was waiting for it to heat up. And obviously I wasn't going to waste 10 minutes waiting for a shower, so I was actually making the drunk video. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. But other than that, I doubt I was a bother to my flatmates. I just kept to myself. And also, going back to the time I flooded the place, luckily there was no one underneath me. Apparently I fucked that room up, so I want it. Freshers. Remember that 1.5 grand I saved? Yeah, I flushed half of that down the toilet for Freshers. Although it was the only time I felt alive. Freshers was definitely the highlight of university. Just the first week, drunk every other day. If you go to university, please don't miss these events. Best way to make friends, settle in before uni, before the pain starts. And you never know, you might meet some celebrities. Look, I met Spider-Man. However, I was in the 1% of people who made no friends in Freshers. It was crazy. The guys who I made mates with during the Freshers week, every single one of them got Thanos snapped out of my life because they were all on the same football team together. So after Freshers, they all hung out together and set things up in their football group chat, and I actually never spoke to them again until... Check out that transition. This was my favourite event at university. And we all got suited and booted and headed out. I was Batman, but without the suit. But the best part was my friends from my hometown came up to see me and my girlfriend. This is Katie.
Hi guys.
And this was when we met Spider-Man. Moral of the story is, don't miss Freshers because 99% of people make lifelong relationships. That really settles them into uni. One relationship, however, will stick with me forever. We will call him Michael, being the social butterfly I was. I got added to a group chat after Freshers, and there was a real vampire in the chat. He said he wanted to kill girls and drink their blood. So thanks staffs for attracting creeps. And while this was not Michael was still a creep. He kept talking to my girlfriend, and he stalked her Instagram and mine, saving pictures of us on his phone and sending these pictures to us, and kept saying he has no friends and he feels lonely. So I wanted to entertain him because I was also really bored. I wanted to see how strange this kid got, and I knew it could have made a good video. But one time, he literally turned up to my flat, waited outside, spamming my phone to come out. He apparently wanted to study my character and claimed I had ADHD because I was fidgety. Hard word. I was fidgety around him and wouldn't keep eye contact with him. This guy was staring into my soul. I wasn't 100% my normal self. You creep me out with your rainbow hair and constant harassment of my girlfriend coming up to her while she was walking home and saying like, nice skirt. And I know he's watching this because a creep subscribed. And my man had the audacity to get offended when I told him to leave us alone. And he ended up blocking us after he screamed in Katie's friend's face and ran off crying, saying we didn't help him, which led to him blocking us. I hope you're watching this now, Michael, which isn't your real name. I should expose your ass. Save the first years from you next year. So all this made me hate university, and I haven't even gotten to the lesson. Like, alright dude, what the flip? This is where I blame staffs. I did criminal police and investigation, wanted to be a detective. 25% of the lectures was about criminal investigation. Others was just history of the police, coding, photography, entire theory of police. Theory will take you so far, gentlemen. I have seen Oppenheimer, and tests and the coursework we was given was so incredibly pointless. Like studying the case of O.J. Simpson, and watching a movie writing about what the police could have done or some shit. I don't know, I skipped that one. I skipped the most of these actually because I dropped out. Basically, 75% of a sandwich, of this policing sandwich, was bread. All the meat was 25% of important meat. I didn't want to eat it. I should probably stop the sandwich earlier. I'm going down a rabbit hole. I'm also making myself really hungry. I should have taken a year off or 2 years off, found something I enjoyed instead of wasting so much money for 1 year at university. I think this is a super important message. Find your purpose and don't rush into anything. Most adults still don't know what they want to do, so don't feel pressured. Real talk's over now. Moral is drop out at 10 and sell drugs. Please don't do that. I don't want to be liable, or just please don't do that. I forgot that my flat was very much one with nature as well, and a squirrel would check up on me. I named him Rigby. I really like regular show, if you didn't know, and yeah, he's not a squirrel. Rigby in the show is not a squirrel, but who cares? Because I had another friend, which was a bird, that flew into my kitchen and was a pain to get out. Probably was after my food. I literally had no money and no food, but see you in the next one.